Highland Battle. In the rugged Scottish Highlands of 1298, the air was thick with the metallic tang of blood and the cries of fallen warriors. Sir Alaric, clad in blood-streaked chainmail and a full helm of darkened metal plating, stumbled through the chaos of a days-long battle. His sword was lost, wrenched from his grip in the frenzy, and now he grappled desperately with a towering enemy, their breaths rasping through the slits of their helms. The ground beneath them was a mire of mud and gore, the wind howling like the ghosts of the fallen. With a surge of strength born from desperation, Alaric tore at his foe's helmet, the metal screeching as it gave way. He pinned the man to the earth, his gauntleted hands clamping around the exposed throat. The enemy thrashed, but Alaric's resolve was iron. With a final guttural curse, he squeezed until the life faded from his opponent's eyes. Panting, he staggered to his feet, scanning the carnage for his sword, but it was gone, swallowed by the battlefield's maw. But nearby, another fallen knight lay still, his blade still clutched in death's grip. Alaric seized it, the weight familiar yet heavy with new purpose. Now armed, he rejoined the charge, his men a tide of steel and fury pressing toward the enemy encampment. The Scottish Highlands loomed around them, their misty peaks silent witnesses to the slaughter. Arrows whistled overhead, and the clash of steel rang like a macabre symphony. Alaric's muscles burned, his vision blurred with sweat and blood, but he pushed forward, his heart pounding, a relentless rhythm. The enemy lines wavered, then broke under the relentless assault of his comrades. The cavalry thundered past, their hooves churning the earth, and the archer's final volley pinned the retreating foe in a deadly embrace. The flow of bloodshed led them inexorably to the enemy camp, its banners now trampled underfoot. Alaric followed, his sword slick with red, the ground a tapestry of fallen warriors. The camp loomed ahead, its defenses shattered, and his men surged through, their yells echoing off the stony hills. Exhaustion threatened to claim him, but the sight of victory spurred him on. He struck down another foe, then another, until the last resistance crumbled. As dusk fell, the battle won. Alaric staggered into the conquered camp. The air was thick with the scent of roasting meat and spilled ale. His men feasted, their laughter a stark contrast to the day's horrors. But hunger gnawed at him, and when another knight challenged him for a share of the food, Alaric's hand instinctively went to his sword. Yet seeing the man's weary grin, he relented. What was one more fight? Instead, he accepted a tankard of ale, its bitter warmth spreading through him. Raising it high, he toasted the fallen, their swords now silent but never forgotten, and drank deeply under a starlit sky of the Highlands.